Sarah,
it's my turn.
Are you gonna give us some facts about this protein diet? I'm super excited about this because I love protein. It's probably my favorite food group.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I love cooking steaks. Like steaks, chicken. Okay. Oh, that's my favorite thing to cook is protein. Okay. Are you talking about different proteins?
I'm just talking about you eating enough protein in general.
I don't eat enough.
Yeah.
I know that. I get crazy about my diet.
What?
I get crazy about my diets. Doctor, heal thyself.
Okay.
All right, teach me, educate me. I'm ready.
Okay, I only have one picture. So
one
Travis,
picture.
Yeah.
But do we want? Wait, hold on. Do we want to show it now, or is there like a moment we should show it?
No, it's just like a little title slide. There is.
I thought there were two.
Oh wait. Oh, Travis. I think I forgot to show one in the last segment. Okay. My bad. Gotcha. Don't show that now. We're talking about food. Don't show it. There was a wound, so we don't want to show that.
No problem.
We don't want to show that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
all right.
So I'm just going to talk to you about like what protein is and how it can help your life and how much you should eat.
Okay.
And that's pretty
now, is this eat just to stay healthy, or is this eat for like?
I'm going to tell you what to eat to, like what FDA is recommended. Okay. And then how to gain muscle.
I'm ready.
We are listening and taking notes now.
I'm ready.
Okay. So, what is protein? I know you know what it is.
I do.
So, protein, structural amino acid. Everybody has them, and our body actually needs animal foods and things to make them.
So, do you think it's risky for like vegans? Did you see any data on that? About,
yes.
So there are some risks associated with that.
What do you mean, like risks?
Well, because they're getting no like.
Well, it's harder for them,
but
they definitely can because of tofu and vegetables that have high protein.
They can get around it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could never be vegan. I love.
It's hard.
Eat too much.
You have to be very dedicated. Yeah. I applaud them, because I
could never do it.
I like beef. Okay.
I do too. Yeah.
So how does protein affect weight loss?
So, are you asking or?
I mean, you could probably answer that if you want.
Well, you gain calories from protein that's better than certain type of carbohydrates and certainly fats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. So
yes.
It boosts your metabolic rate and causes a spontaneous reduction in calorie intake. So it just takes longer to digest, really.
So it's a better caloric source for maintaining weight. Yeah, I've always heard that. I mean, the Atkins diet's the big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one's like very heavy on red meat, which
nice. That's right up my alley.
They've kind of distanced themselves from that because red meat causes heart disease.
Yeah.
It increases it an excessive amount.
I'm not sure I believe that. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So how much protein should you be eating?
So I actually used to know this from when I used to work out a lot. I think you want to have, if you're not active, isn't it 40 to 60 grams a day?
Yeah, so like minimum amount FDA recommends, like average
half a
person
gram
is
per
like 50
kilo?
grams.
50 is minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like women, of course, it says like 35 minimum for
women. Do you count your protein? I know you work out a ton. Do you count your protein?
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah.
So most studies suggest 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of lean mass.
Isn't that per kilo or is it per pound?
It can be 1.6 to 2 grams per kilogram.
Oh, okay, so that's higher than I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
that's for maintenance or for muscle growth?
That's if you want to gain or maintain your muscle. Yeah.
Gain. Okay.
And most people that want to have a high protein diet want to lose weight or gain muscle.
Gain muscle. Because I remember when I used to work out a lot, I used to try to do 2 grams per kilo. So I was trying to do like 150 grams per day, which sounds like a lot.
My minimum's 100 grams.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit lighter than you. Or no, a little bit heavier. Sorry.
I was like,
wrong way. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm sure I outweigh you by a fair amount.
I don't know. I weigh 125. Most people don't think I do. Most people think
so.
I'm than that.
I told you I've been losing weight because I just had been out of shape. So I was like around 160 and I lost about 10. So I'm about 150, but like I'm lean now. Now I'm about ready to start gaining muscle.
Yeah, you need to increase your protein.
I know. I need to put on some muscle.
Okay.
Sorry, Sarah. I didn't mean to derail you. Keep going. You're doing
great. So most adults that have minimal activity, physical activity, you can get away with 0.8 grams per kilo.
Per kilo. You can get away with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you exercise with weights and body weights, you can eat 1.2 to 1.7 grams per kilo.
Right. That's when I was, that's what I would shoot for.
Yeah. So yeah, I eat between minimum 100, max 125.
Now, does it matter the type of protein? Or are you going to come to that?
Yes.
You're going to come to it, or it
I'm
doesn't
going to
matter?
talk to you about it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
And then athletes, like extreme, like
Right.
a professional,
Like triathletes
they can do
or-
like 3.5
Wow, that's
grams
crazy.
per kilogram.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like those triathlon
Because they're doing
people.
like morning
Yeah.
workout, afternoon, maybe even midday. They're like constantly.
I wish I had
working
time to
out.
work out that much.
Well, I mean, that's their job though.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That'd be
they
awesome.
make time. So who needs to increase their protein? You? Do you need to increase
I
your
do need to
protein?
increase my protein for sure.
Okay, so pretty much everyone and anyone can increase their protein in
Okay.
a healthy amount. Obviously, it's really good for people that are physically active, of course. Pregnant, you should be
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
increasing your protein.
That's good.
Breastfeeding as well. So they say the FDA recommends to increase it to about 70 grams.
Trying to heal wounds.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Like if you're in the hospital and
Injuries.
you're infirmed, you want to
Yeah.
increase your protein because it helps
Yeah.
you heal.
Yep.
Bam.
Interesting.
Older adults need more protein. And they say that FDA recommends to increase that by 50% too. But yeah,
Yes,
recovering
older.
from injuries and all of that.
Yeah, because that was really big when I used to do trauma surgery. Like we were really, really big on their nutrition, and
Yeah.
like it was kind of a beatdown. But we would, this is what we had to do when we were residents. We had to calculate this huge thing. It was all the stressors they had to get a caloric expenditure per day, and then we would try to go above that. And it was this big sheet, and I had to like do math as like a first and second year general surgery resident for every single patient in the ICU and write all this stuff out.
Yeah, but it's like
brutal.
what's almost everything in our body made out of? Amino acids. And
Yes.
you need
Right.
amino acids.
Yeah, you need it.
Especially if you're like recovering from
Oh, sure.
something.
Yeah,
you
trying to
need
heal
to
something.
rebuild something.
Definitely.
You need it. You have to have it. So what are some negative effects of protein, you might ask?
It can be hard on your kidneys and liver.
So the article I was reading is
digging
from
deep there.
healthline.com. So it was like made by nutritionists and things
Yeah.
like that. And they were talking about how there's no real I'm sure there are articles, but no articles that have like dramatic evidence that it can cause heart disease.
Oh, so
not
even-
heart disease, kidneys.
So I would say that's true, but I know for a fact that certain medical conditions
Yeah, you
affect
need-
your
yeah.
ability to break it down.
Yeah.
And so then you have to like
Yeah, you
do
have
a
to
lower
consult
protein
your diet,
Yeah.
your doctor and stuff like
Yeah.
that, for sure.
But the average person, that doesn't matter. Yeah. the
Yeah.
average person.
So pretty much with anything, like I'm a big fan of everything in moderation and
Sure.
balance. So again, everybody knows you're not supposed to eat excessive amounts of red meat.
Right.
So, or in high fat protein because of your risk for heart disease.
Yes.
And then also when you're like the Atkins diet, which they've kind of ventured away from it, is
Because that was the red meat one, right?
yeah. So it used to be like all meat, like you don't eat vegetables, you don't
All
eat
meat
fruit.
all the time.
Yeah.
Triple patty burger.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, like you have a steak and then a side of beef jerky. It's like that's what it was.
Nice.
So it's like no, that's not the way anymore. Obviously, you're supposed to have protein, vegetables, fruit.
Right.
Okay.
You got to mix it up.
Yeah. But yeah, those are some of the negative effects that can happen. But like with everything, if you're like doing like a new diet, definitely talk to your doctor about anything
Yeah, absolutely.
especially if you have some pre-existing
Yeah, right.
existing
With certain
condition.
medical conditions, you want to be a little careful about taking
Yeah.
huge amounts of protein.
Yeah.
I try to eat protein, but I hate steak.
You hate steak?
I know it. I know
What?
it's so weird. It's so
That's
weird.
so crazy.
Well,
I do not like steak.
what's your protein of choice then? Chicken?
Yeah, it would be chicken.
I do like chicken.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I just
So-
can't believe you don't like steak.
I just do not like it.
Man.
And if I do
That's
get
like
it,
saying you don't like money. I mean, come
Such
on.
a man thing. You don't like red meat, boy?
It's not about that. It's just so awesome. It's like I just don't like money. I just don't like
I
it.
don't like money. I love money. Well, not love it. I like money. But yeah, I don't know. Steak just don't do it for me.
Really?
It-
Okay.
Yeah, it just always tastes kind of strange.
Wow.
I mean,
okay.
it's healthier for you to eat chicken anyways and
Is it?
fish.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've always heard that. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
Chicken,
I do like
pork,
like white
fish.
meat, breast chicken.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Pork, no.
Steak's my favorite though.
High
I
fat-
love.
that's
I
a
love
high
fish.
fat protein.
Is fish really like good for protein? Like high in protein?
Oh
Certain
yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay,
for
really?
sure.
For sure,
Like
for
tuna. I used to eat a lot of when I was like really working out. I eat tons of tuna.
Salmon.
Yeah,
good.
salmon's good.
Okay.
I love salmon. But that's what we're talking about. So how to increase your protein, you might be wondering, like in your daily life.
Absolutely.
I'm wondering.
Eating protein for your first, like, before you start eating any of your like little sides, try to start eating like that piece of chicken first or that
Okay.
steak first before you touch the taters. And
Is
the
that because of the
stuff, other
digestion?
stuff.
We know that taters are bad
So
carbs.
I'm
We
gonna,
talked about that.
yeah. So high protein.
We're getting so smart around here.
Thanks.
We're like 3 geniuses.
Thanks.
So eating protein first at meals can help you feel full and keep your blood
Oh,
sugar
right.
and insulin levels from rising too high. So
Okay.
high protein intake decreases levels of ghrelin, the hormone, the hunger hormone.
Oh,
Is that how you
okay.
say it?
I'm not
Ghrelin?
familiar with that one.
Ghrelin. So GHRE.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
So and then it increases your metabolic rate after eating and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah. So a second thing is choose better snacks. So instead of eating like a potato chips or whatever,
Eat beef
those
jerky?
things, you can totally eat beef jerky for sure.
I like like turkey jerky.
Yeah.
I need to
choose.
write this down.
Dude, if you don't like beef jerky, try
I'll send
the
it to
turkey
you.
jerky.
Please.
So
That's good
choose
stuff.
cheese
Turkey jerky,
for
Oh,
a filling
I
snack.
love cheese.
Yeah. Have it with some cheese. I mean, just have it with some more cheese. Have it with like fruit and some whole grain crackers.
Dude, I love-
That's like that's like your own personal little charcuterie
Dude,
board.
can I derail this for 1 second
Yeah.
to tell you a story? My wife got me the best gift ever. She got me a membership to the
it
the
a
Cheese
cheese
and
club?
Fruit of the Month Club. So once a month
love
we get this
cheese.
thing, and it's like it's from Harry and David, and it's like some type of fruit and then a cheese that goes with it.
That's nice.
And so she told her friends at work that she got that for me, and they're like, "Why would you get that for him?" And like she's like, "No, he's gonna love this."
I love
She's
cheese.
so right, man. I love cheese and fruit.
Me too.
Sorry, didn't mean to derail your story.
I love it.
It's so good. Okay, and then replacing cereal with eggs.
Yes.
So that's
Breakfast
like a
tacos,
simple
right?
one. Yeah. So like, if you're a busy person, I like to cook pre-cooked hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, I can't do hard boiled.
But those are easy. That's an easy way
It
to
is
add
easy
protein in the
snack,
morning.
yeah.
If you're not the one type of person that wants to like cook in the
Yeah.
morning, and then also if you have some whole grain oats in the morning as well.
Oats are good. That's a good
Yeah.
carbohydrate. We know that from
and it's good.
a couple
it's
episodes ago.
a complex
Right
carb. It's good for you, and
Yes.
it also has some protein in it. And then nuts. So
Nuts are good.
almonds are the best ones for you to eat. They're the
I love
highest
nuts.
in
Cashews,
protein, about 6 grams of protein an ounce. So if you can sprinkle almonds like on cottage cheese, yogurt, salads,
Yeah.
all of that kind of stuff, that increases your protein a good amount. And then speaking of yogurt, Greek yogurt contains twice as much protein as regular yogurt. So I eat
Okay.
Greek yogurt all the time. It has like 15 grams. It's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do like how they substitute Greek yogurt. A lot of people substitute Greek yogurt with for what is it? Like not Miracle Whip. Like
Mayonnaise.
like-
Mayonnaise?
Nah, it's the other stuff you put on
Ranch.
like nachos. Sour cream.
Oh, sour cream.
yeah.
Sour cream. Yeah,
Yeah.
you was close though.
I was
Yeah.
trying hard,
He
man.
was. He was
The
trying to
regular,
I got you,
the
Trollus.
regular Greek yogurt.
I give you a bunch
for
of wrong
sure.
answers.
We got there. We got there.
And then this is my favorite one:
Okay.
a protein shake.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
actually used to do a lot of protein shakes when I was really working
That's an
out.
easy way
Yeah,
to
it's
add
easy
protein.
protein.
So my go-to protein recipe: 1 scoop of whey protein, a cup of frozen fruit. I always go for frozen strawberries, and then a cup of ice. And then you just blend
Blend
it
it
up.
up. It sounds
drink
great.
And then if you're more of a person that needs some extra sweet in there, add almond
Honey.
milk or honey
Yeah.
is a good one. But if you add almond milk, it makes it creamier
Oh.
and then has that sweeter taste to it.
My wife makes those smoothies pretty commonly. I don't know what she's putting in them, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I don't like
she's
to
probably
put, like-
putting vodka in
I've
them for all I
put-
know.
Not mine.
I don't like putting all that weird stuff in it, like spinach and
Oh,
stuff like
no.
that. I don't do
See,
that.
I
don't
do not
even
want
like
a
putting.
spinach
I don't
shake.
even like putting peanut butter in it. But peanut butter is another good thing to add to your diet.
Yeah.
It's a
Doesn't
healthy
peanut
fat.
butter have? Oh, it's a.
and
I was
it's
about to say
protein.
it has a lot of fat, but it's healthy fat.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously you can't eat it in excess. But like when I was really watching what I was eating and I needed to have a certain amount of
Yeah.
fat, I would eat a spoon of just like a spoonful of peanut butter. Yeah, that was like a nice little treat after
Nice.
dinner or something sweet to eat. But then obviously your go-to high protein meat I guess you could say, is beef, obviously, fish, poultry, eggs, legumes, and soy products if you're vegan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So an example of, for chicken, 3 ounces of chicken is 23 grams of protein. And you
Nice.
said that you need to eat at least 20 to 25 grams of protein at each meal,
Right.
at least.
Right on.
And then for meat, beef, this is where you come in. So instead of getting a T-bone steak, which
You
is
should get lean steak, is what you're going to tell me?
yeah,
Sirloin?
instead of yes.
Yeah.
So 21 grams in T-bone steak, and then
disappointment on your
sirloin.
face.
Sirloin steak is 26 grams of protein, but listen to this: the
Okay.
calories are
I
extremely
know.
different.
I
100
know.
calories.
I know.
So
Dude, I love the fattiest steak you can get. I love
Yeah,
like Wagyu.
but it's
Like I want
easier.
my steak to be like white.
yeah, it definitely tastes better.
Yeah, it does. It's not as good for you.
But yeah, there's so many other things you can. We've already talked about canned fish.
Oh yeah,
Tuna.
Canned chicken even is
edamame.
good.
Edamame.
I
is
love
good for you to eat.
edamame. So
Cottage
good.
cheese. I haven't really had cottage cheese yet, but I like yogurt.
I like cream cheese. Does that count?
Yeah, but you can't eat that. You can literally eat cottage cheese like yogurt. Like they sell it in
Gross.
little cups. My friend Cassie loves it, and you know how much? There's 23 grams of cottage cheese per cup.
23 grams protein.
Yes,
Per cup.
Yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
got it. Yeah.
Mouthful. But yeah, those are like all the ways you can increase your protein, and it's
Yeah.
like
I need to do that. I don't need enough protein.
I think the biggest thing for me is usually whenever I'm getting like I want a snack or something, and I always want like a carb or something
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like that. That's where it gets difficult.
I do like to snack on beef jerky and then nuts too. I'll snack
Yeah.
on. I like my favorites the deluxe mixed nuts, but it's so expensive, but they're so good.
Yeah.
Like the cashews.
Well, I
and-
can't eat almonds.
Oh, you can't. You're
They hurt
allergic.
my tummy.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
But yeah, that's all
that in
for
mind.
proteins.
All right.
I like it.
I mean, it is good information because, a lot of people are struggling to like think about, okay, what am I going to eat? And so like substituting protein is only going to help you and
Yeah.
help you with your weight because as we know, like there's certain carbs for sure that add on weight.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like when you're increasing protein, make sure that you're also like keeping in your calorie.
Right. You want to stay in your
Like,
calorie box.
if you increase your protein but don't
yeah.
manage that with your calorie, then you'll
You
gain
get in
weight.
trouble.
Yeah.
Well, and also too, the only thing I would add is that if you're going to do anything extreme, like go really heavy with protein, talk to your doctor and make sure that it's okay
Definitely.
for you. Yeah. So, but that was great, Sarah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I like
Thank you. I always love
protein.
your segments. It's kind of fun for me. I can sit and listen to you and
Yeah, well, I
just
mean, it's
chime
like
in.
I've definitely noticed a difference whenever I started eating more protein,
Yeah.
especially at the gym. So
Excellent. All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have for this week, but we will be back next week talking about some new topics. Please leave us a comment, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us so much, and we'll see you next week on Nip Talk.